Mike here with a small business tip around one of the smaller items of tech, buying a laptop, right? It's not too uncommon for me to get asked those questions because many of the people I work with are small businesses, solopreneurs, just want to get a quick thought on it. And one of those questions that pops up is, what sort of laptop should I buy? Well, let's have a chat about it, hey, and get stuck into it. The thing is, it doesn't matter which laptop you buy. What? What are you saying to me? Well, let's start with the hard truth. It doesn't matter which brand you buy. So what are you saying there, Mike? Let that land. It doesn't matter which brand you buy. So what's the best way that we can start thinking about this? And this is where I get a bit fascinating about it, because what I do here is think a little bit more differently. So let's go through some of those different things to have a think about. The first one is spend as much as you can. You want to buy something that's good, something that's going to be able to be the workhorse for all the kinds of different work that you're going to want and need to do. So spend as much as you can, spend within your budget, of course. You don't want to overextend yourself. Buy what matches your style of work, okay? If you don't need it, don't get it. Who needs 20 or 30 USB ports, right? So buy what you need. And of course, you're probably also going to need a little bit of a hand of that. And that's what the salesman's job's for. They'll help you understand all the different features that are available in your device that are going to line up with the kind of work that you do, what software and applications you're going to use every day. Let them do the heavy lifting. That's what they're there for. Quality, it's more of a radar. So when we start to look at what physical device we're going to buy, well, here's a rule of thumb for you. The warranty gives it away. Is it only a 12-month warranty with a back-to-base service that might take 2 weeks to get repaired? Well, there's a good chance that's consumer grade at that point. Not that anything's wrong with it, but know what you're getting in for. When you find options that come with 3 years and on-site service, really good chance that it's going to be more business grade and a stable workhorse. Consumer grade is typically designed not to work business hours, long hours, all the time, flat out. Business grade is more likely to be able to cope with that. Now, when you're buying a device, then the next really big question that comes up in this is, what about the ecosystem? Not all devices are created equally. You might then go, hang on a minute, am I going to buy a Mac or am I going to buy a PC? Big important question. And it's got very little to do with the actual device itself. It's got to do with the ecosystem. So when you buy Apple, you're buying into a bigger picture. When you buy Apple, you're buying probably iPhones, Apple TVs, the Apple Store, movies, all kinds of other interesting ways. And their big premise is to make those capabilities in their ecosystem smoother and easier for you. It often means there's only sort of one way to do something, and it's often very intuitive and easy to achieve along the way. So that's a big thing to know. And with that, Apple take a significant amount of pride in the quality of their hardware. They design the hardware specifically for their software because at the end of the day, they don't want hardware to be the issue. They want you to have the best experience possible. And so that's where we see it. However, Apple's not the thing for everyone. So what's the alternative? Microsoft and the Microsoft 365 ecosystem. And again, it's doing that as well. One of the key differences though with the Microsoft ecosystem is that you don't have to buy a Microsoft device. So you get more flexibility in what you can physically buy. There's more competition in the landscape. There's more brands to choose from. Now, the whole thing is, what about consumer grade? There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, right? Someone's going to tell you that you have to buy the best business grade thing around. And depending on where you're at in your journey, you might not even need that right now. And so if you want to just spend cheap, be prepared to throw it out, then why not buy something that's consumer grade for now if that's what you need? That's okay. May not necessarily be a need to spend $3,000 or $4,000 on something really high end if $600, $700, or $1,000 will just get you out of a jam right now, as long as you know what you're getting yourself into. It may not last long. In turn, paradoxical things can happen with consumer grade. Sometimes they just keep going and going and going. So don't underestimate consumer grade. You never really quite know. Just know what you're getting into. Okay, here's a really brave option for you. You like the idea of business grade, kind of don't want to feel like you can spend that kind of money. You can get ex-lease devices that are only a year or two old, extraordinarily powerful, still have loads of warranty left in it. You're probably getting a good quality few years out of it, and a third the price. So that could be something worth thinking about in your strategies here. Okay, now the biggest and bravest for them all at the end. Do you even need a laptop? Do you need a laptop? I had the beautiful opportunity to be challenged by some Gen Z people, young people, where their everyday is their phone. It's that thing that they pick up all the time. And with that I was watching what they were doing, and they were doing powerful things, editing videos. How on earth could this tiny little phone be editing videos? Well, the thing is, tablets and phones are a great way of being able to do a lot of work. With the cloud that we use these days, where a lot of it is even more seamless than ever before. Yet the devices are so powerful. It's an extremely exciting time. Could that then mean that, do you need a laptop at all? Could it be a tablet? Could it be a phone? And could that be all that you need moving forward? You'd be surprised how much you can run on a tablet. And so the bottom line at the end of the day, is it going to keep you moving? Is it going to help you get along with the things to do and what you need to do? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter the brand. Okay, remember, the quality of electronics manufacture is so good across the board these days. It's not like we're comparing what it was in the 90s. So a hot tip for you all,